All right, guys. So anyone watching the replay, part one is available on the channel. This is part two. We had some technical difficulties. One of the lines for the camera pulled out, so it cut out. So I apologize for that. Anyone coming into the live stream, I will explain what happened. Hopefully you guys are still there. We also had an internet blip, which I did not know that if your device gets disconnected, it totally cuts out the stream. Yeah, hey. So anyone watching, I have to explain this a lot. So apparently on YouTube, if your device gets disconnected or your webcam, it cancels the stream out. So that's exactly what happened. The webcam was stuck around this is the USB cable, and it pulled itself out of the computer. And apparently it stops the live stream, which is ridiculous. So yeah, that's one thing I will say, that if I go back to using StreamYard pretty soon, there's one thing I will not miss about YouTube Studio. And also have DB Tech messaging me in here saying, the stream cut out. What happened? We are live. Very cool. So I apologize to everyone watching. I am really sorry about that. Just some technical difficulties. I think that's pretty interesting. If your camera disconnects, it totally takes you offline. I'm not a fan of that at all. So, yeah, I apologize, guys, for that. So, yeah, could try to run some more laps around once more people come in. But I do apologize for that. That is horrible. But, yeah, I was not aware that YouTube would shut the stream down if your hardware disconnects from the computer. We're back. Yes. There we go. That was the iPad. No, we actually, so everyone coming in, the webcam disconnected from YouTube Studio, and it got really ticked off, and it shut the stream down. Even after plugging in the webcam, so it shut the stream down. It's kind of crappy software if you ask me, but oh well, we're back. And someone is launching off fireworks out there. It sounds fantastic. So it's over that way. So that's pretty cool. You can't see them out of the little windows, but we are back. So yeah, we can run some normal trains. I've got the 612 hooked up, and someone commented earlier that it is going on trains for a ton of money. It's pretty cool. I got a decent deal on that engine, but she is kind of a problem child. So we'll try to get 612 moving. Second thumbs up. Two. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys. It's been an interesting evening, hasn't it? All right. Try to get this 612 moving. Curse of 612. What's up, Dale Hudson? There we go. She's rolling. Positive sense, of course. Hey, it's just a live stream. It's not the end of the world. I do think I need smoke fluid in here. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. She needs some smoke fluid. There we go. right, guys, before we put another train on track 1, I do apologize that we are having issues with the power supply cutting out. But it's drawing like 12 amps, so I can't be too mad at her. We're going to run one more loop. One last look at the caboose parade, guys. Should we like 26 cabooses or something like that? Oh, she did 2 toots. All right, let's try. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, do you guys want me to talk about the cabooses at all, or just pack them up, put a different train out there? Just let me know. I'm cool with either or. So we'll leave the cabooses in the siding here, the honorable mentions as I'm calling them. But I want to pack up these cabooses on the shelf down here. We get a different train running. Maybe get that Amtrak hooked up with her cars, the full scale Northeast Corridor cars. That'd be kind of fun. Usually got good firework display from my yard. Very cool. Yeah, we got someone launching the big stuff. I mean, Pennsylvania, they finally made it legal for cabooses, for fireworks up here. Finally. It makes too much sense. You can buy them here, but you can't launch them here. It's like, what? Are you serious? I'll tell you guys about the cool cabooses. So let me get some of these caboose. Well, I'll get the honorable mentions out of the way. What the heck? So C&O Caboose, MPC, built in 1974. That's when music was awesome. You know, all that good stuff right there. So all these semi-scale cabooses go on the top shelf here, and they kind of get pushed back. So this one gets pushed way back. Next, we have Lionel 6017. Not sure how old this is. I'm assuming like late post-war. It's very plasticky, like very, very plasticky. And I think this one, yeah, it just folds over tabs. There's like a tab right there. It holds the caboose together. Not very strong. Yeah, someone's really launching fireworks out there. Next, we have Lionel NYC Caboose. We get the light on. There we go. This is a lithograph caboose. Nice stamped lithography on there. Beautiful. Run a chassis engine. Okay. All right. This one actually goes up on the other shelf. This guy, we have another pre-war caboose. My dad actually gave this to me. And it actually has the instructions underneath for maintenance. I always thought that was kind of cool. But this one is Caboose 807. Number 807 right there. Put these on the pre-war shelf. All right. So next, we'll get into these smoking cabooses right here. These are really cool. So, guys, these are full-scale extended vision line cabooses from Lionel from, I believe, 1989. I was going to say 87. These are really cool. Union Pacific. Back there. Western Maryland. And these all smoke. This one's from 1989 as well. And this Central Region, 1989. So it's like a whole series of them. I've seen these in a couple other paint schemes. I think C&J. What was the other one I've seen? Lehigh Valley, I believe. But these are all really, really cool smoking pieces here. But yeah, I'll run a chassis. That'd be cool. What else we got? So we'll stick with some full-scale stuff. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We'll talk about these. So these are K-line cabooses, smoking cabooses right here. We've got the Pennsylvania with the radio antenna. It's one of my favorites in the collection. And this also has crew figurines up top in the cupola. Then we also have, this is a Vision Line caboose right here from K-Line. Crew figurine in there. It's an Erie caboose. Then next we have a Reading caboose with the center cupola or offset center right there. Put these away. then next we have the nickel plate that I fixed up. This one's running great. There you go. High speed freight service right there. Nickel Plate Road, number 425. Hey, Brian Rock. Hey, thanks, George Trains. Yeah, this is one of my favorites, honestly. I feel like we don't see a lot of Western Maryland stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, set this chassis off the side. All right, next we got some other full scales. We have a pacemaker, Union Pacific. This is a really cool caboose. This is a Chesapeake Region Pensy caboose, and then the Conrail back here. Let me get these out of the way. All right. I don't have any Union Pacific cars other than this caboose or engines. Yep, and then we got these little semi-scales back here. This Great Northern radio equipped. This is pretty cool. This actually came with a Great Northern RS3 that's at my dad's house. Then this one, this 92803, came with a Pennsylvania 080 steam set from like 2005. Pretty cool caboose. Got some really nice graphics on her. And then this is the full-scale Conrail caboose. This one's actually pretty rare. I think it's 1987. This is part of a full-scale set of Conrail. I picked up in Altoona. All right, read some comments here. Only have Western Maryland hopper car. Yeah, Western Maryland's actually, from my experience, it's pretty hard to get a hold of, unfortunately. So I wonder if this will run. Oh, yeah, she'll run. Let's pull her back. Do a mini parade here. This is the semi-scale parade featuring Penn Central, Pennsylvania, Lionel, Union Pacific, Florida East Coast. That's a cool one. Southern Pacific, Canadian Pacific, Santa Fe, CSX Safety, Western Maryland Chessie, Seaboard, PRR, New York Central, Pennsylvania, and Chessie B&O. There you go. So I'm actually going to pull these guys around so I can stack them on the shelf real quick. Then we'll get a brand new train on track 1. All right. So hopefully you guys are having a great night so far. I apologize for the difficulties. I knew something would happen, but we got to stay positive here and we'll get through. All right. Yeah, I'll hook up that Amtrak Northeast Corridor set just a moment here. Got the bay window parade here. All right, and let's see, I gotta move this one over there. That'll work. Then we got, I have a Florida East Coast engine, HO. Kind of rare. Yeah, FEC stuff doesn't come out very often. All right, so this Chessie caboose, I'm just going to put some extra cabooses out on the siding here. You might see them while we got the run session going on. And 2 more cabooses here. Yeah, why not? I'll set them out. All right. So on track 1, you know what? We can actually run. Let's see. I'll hook up the Amtrak set for you guys. We get the Baldwin off the track. And these Williams engines run like a dream. I mean, these things are so nice. Whoop, a little bit of brakes right there. All right, so we're going to take the Shark off the track. Bring out the P42. America track right here. All right, guys, so she's on the track. And we got the passenger cars for her. All right. These cars are huge. All right, there we go. 2 more cars. Coach. And a coach. All right, guys, so Amtrak away. Here we go. George Strain's giving me is that a high five or peace sign? Very cool. So here we go, guys. And on track 2, we got the Oops. Guys, I'm going to switch out the 612 really quick for something else. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Did you turn out the passenger car lights? People are sleeping. So the Rose Jewel, that's a great question. So the Williams engine is drawing so little power. The cars do not have a chance to fully illuminate because the engine's not drawing that much power. So you can see how nice these cars look with the lights. But the Williams isn't drawing that much current, so it's not giving them enough power to fully illuminate. There we go. That's on full power right there. I actually locked the camera in. Locker in position. So yeah, this locomotive runs very efficiently with minimal power. All right, guys, I'm going to pull a different steam engine down from the shelf. Right there. Girl power. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fantastic little locomotive. We switched out locomotives. We got rid of the Caboose parade because it decided to blow the breaker on my transformer. Might need some smoke fluid. Let's see. Poured too much smoke fluid in her. All right, let's see. All right, I got the K-Line Girls Train right here, the number 3785, right here on the track. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, no. There we go. Hey, Lewis, what's going on, man? How's it going? Pink passenger cars. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. There we go. Just stopping in for a few. Just starting work. Very cool. Hey, Henry, how's it going? And most likely this week I'm going to do a review on the girls' train from K-Line right here. There she is. This old beauty right here. Hey, Sly Cat, welcome. Yeah, we're going to do a review on this engine right here, the K-Line girls' train. One of my favorites. And it's got a soot smoker in her that she's got to heat up for it to work. And it's kind of overfilled right now. It's just kind of simmering. But I wish she had a fan smoker. It would have been so much cooler. There we go. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. This is stream number 2 of the evening due to technical difficulties, but welcome everyone. We give Amtrak a break. She had a rough night pulling those cabooses. Very cool. Have the night off. Very nice. And unfortunately, the whistle in this tender does not work for the girls' train, but apparently that's pretty common. I've got a new whistle in the works. I'm going to take a post-war one and mod it to fit in that tender right here. She's a pretty sweet little train. Hey, Lewis, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. There we go. Yeah, I cranked the smoker on it. It's a Sooth smoker. So it just kind of spits out smoke whenever it feels like it. If you overfill the smoke unit on this one, it actually kind of simmers like it's doing right now. And then once it gets to a certain point below the lip of the Sooth smoker, it will start to spit out like crazy, and it'll look really cool. But right now it's just kind of simmering, and then you'll see it start to puff out like that right there. Sometimes it helps giving it some air. Could be an air bubble trapped in there. And thank you so much, George. Yeah, K-Line came out with a bunch of these in the, I want to say early 2000s, late 90s. And my only complaint with them is that the motor setup in here is a direct drive. It's not like it's a worm gear, not direct drive. So when this engine stops, it does like you can hear the gears grinding. It really kind of isn't the best design here. It's not like a pull more motor. It kind of glides, it coasts when you stop it. This one kind of just stops, and it puts a lot of stress on the motor. My other complaint is the tender has an air whistle in it that the design is just total garbage. It just does not whistle at all. There's a capacitor in there and some like junky DC motor thing in there, and it's just I want to rip it out and put in a post-war or pre-war smoke or whistle generator, not smoke generator. But yeah, I overfilled the smoke unit on here. It's my fault. It's what I deserve for doing that. But when she wants to move, she'll move. Here we go. A little bit of wheel slip right there. This is also modeled after a Marx engine. I think it's a Marx 666. Pretty cool little engine. Rail Fan Roger is back. Welcome. Yeah, these are relatively inexpensive too. So if you ever find one, I think I bought this one for like $200 or something like that. Seems like the magic number for rare trains is $200, and she's a fantastic little runner. I'm actually going to put this one back and grab a post-war. Let's grab a post-war. Oh man, I guess I'll have to look back there. I'll have to look and see what I can grab from the shelf. When is 717 departing? I have no idea. Pretty train. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's just a little baby Pacific. She's a very light Pacific. The lightest of the light Pacifics right here. There we go. Look at that. That's what we want. Blow some air on the stack. Come on, you can do it. The Amtrak train. Oh, look at that. Now she's smoking for you guys. She's putting on a show. All right, she'll depart right now. Here we go. Hey, thanks, Roger. All right, I'm going to switch her out for a post-war engine real quick. Track 1, I'm actually going to take off the Amtrak. She has been working so hard. I'm actually going to put on the... I think my Baldwin's down here. Yeah, Baldwin's down here. We'll let her do some work. Let me grab that. Give the Amtrak the night off. Set her on the floor real quick. Oh. There we go. All right, let's let her rip. Got the Baldwin AS616 on the track. We can run the 736. That'd be pretty sweet. We'll get that on the track. I'll grab the 736 for you guys. That's a good one. Here, in the meantime, I'll just let her idle and smoke. There you go. All right, she's all warmed up. Let's go. Yeah, I'll grab the post-war 736. All right, so I'll take this guy out. Sweet. All right, she's all ready. Hey, thanks, George. K class, what's that? There we go. The 482. I don't think I have a 482. Yeah, it's some more smoke flow to her. All right, there we go. I don't think I have a 482. There we go. All right, guys, there we go. Look at that. There we go, guys. Just running some classic trains right here. Baldwin AS616, and then also a Lionel 736. Hey, Adam. Just in time for the flag in the rail fan park. I'm actually going to switch out the Baldwin real quick. Darn tootin', Adam. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm actually going to swap out the Baldwin for something over there. I'll find something. I'll surprise you guys for it. How about that? You know what? I might go grab my... Hey, JD, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I might go grab the GP30, so I'll run a GP30 with Amtrak cars. Why not? I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go grab that. All right. Watch out for the land shark. Oh, yeah. The shark is tamed. We've tamed the shark. All right, let's get this GP30 cranked up. Oh, she's got to charge up. It's been a while since I ran the Jeep 30. I think she's got a BCR in her. Yeah, she's got to charge. There we go. There she is. Oh, you can't see her in the back. There you go. GP30 power right there. Gotta unload passengers. There we go. Got to pick up some passengers at the station, and we're going to head out around the loop. So, all right, guys, I'm going to swap out the steam engine for something else real quick. All right, what a horn. Yeah, she does have a good horn. Pretty decent. All right. All right, guys, now we have 2 diesels running. Actually, we'll go that way. There we go. Yeah, this the NS's horn's a little bit more rounded out. It's got like more of a bass to it. The GP30, the Seaboard, it's kind of harsh. She's a little bit more smoke fluid in her. Oh yeah, here we go. Gotta have smoke fluid. There we go. More smoke. All right, so I'll actually run these a couple more times around, and we'll call the stream. But yeah, it's been awesome, guys. Thank you so much for sticking through everything. It's been a heck of a night. I want to thank everyone for stopping in, of course, and hopefully you had a great 4th of July, a great safe 4th of July, 2022. There we go, right in the yard. Brandon, which one? This one? That's the GP30, and then this is the SD70 RM. Oh yeah, it smells great up here. It's tonight I'm using smoke fluid from JT's Mega Steam. It's called Smoke Pellet. This is the Norfolk Southern locomotive. Man, this is the Seaboard GP30. Yeah, it does. Look at that. And here's the bell. That's the bell of the GP30. It does like a little air, like the bell on the GP30 does like a little skip because the air is filling up the cylinder for the bell. And then the Norfolk Southern, very modern bell. It's just like a hammer on a piece of metal. And then the horn on the GP or the SD70. Simulated flames. Oh, no, not up here. Anything but that. Hey, thanks, George. Oh, we missed our stop. I guess we'll have to go around one more time. The Norfolk Southern is actually a Rail King, and then the Seaboard is a Premier Proto Sound 2. There you go. And then the startup of the GP30, so you guys can hear it. Do you have any PS3? I do not, actually, unless this Norfolk Southern's a PS3, but I think it's a PS2. The Seaboard's definitely PS2. The Seaboard sound, the startup's fantastic. Listen to this. Just like an EMD. And then the shutdown phase is even cooler. If you guys can hear that. Like the RPMs go down and everything. It's fantastic. I love it. I think, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. From what I've heard from Rail King, like them putting like PS2, let me get rid of this light. It burns. Them putting like PS2, PS3 and some Rail King stuff. I think the sounds are way better than most of the Lion Chief Plus stuff. And then even the build quality of the Norfolk Southern locomotive, that's amazing. I mean, it's like a baby model of the actual thing. Like an SD70, I think mine's an SD70 M-2. So the real one would probably be about this long or so. Mine's kind of shrunken down like that. Let's see, like that. Yeah, the real one's probably about 2 or 3 inches longer. The Rail King sounds fantastic. I mean, honestly, why would you buy anything else? You know, why would you buy a full scale if you can get the same thing out of a semi scale? But it's just pretty cool. It's got all the bells, whistles, sounds, smoke, a lot of metal details, chains where they're supposed to be, just all the detail, crew figurines. it's really interesting how that is, isn't it? But I always thought that was interesting. And then I've seen a lot of Lion Chief, which is like they're, I guess, comparable to Rail King. I'm not very impressed. I've seen early Rail King. It's kind of bulky. It's kind of shrunken down, bulky. But this engine is not very bulky. It's very, very sharp model. Full scale is expensive. Starter sets are great. Yeah, this Norfolk Southern is pretty rare. It wasn't in a starter pack or anything, but the Seaboard is actually a used premier piece. And honestly, guys, I'll tell you this: if you want to get started in model railroading, go to train shows, talk to people. Look for stuff that you're interested in. Don't be pressured to buy stuff. But both of these locomotives are used. The Norfolk Southern I got at the Kutztown train show up in Kutztown. Kutztown Flash train meets. There's one in July. There's one in August or September. I got the Norfolk Southern engine for $174, which is a steal. Then the Seaboard, I got it for $200 flat at the Strasburg train shop. It was a used piece. A gentleman came in, wanted to sell a bunch of his collection. And it was Christmas Eve of 2021. We were in the store. I saw the GP30 sitting there on the shelf. And I was like, man, you know what? For $200, that's a really nice engine. As soon as they sat it on the test track, he fired it up, and I heard that engine purring. And then I said, can you hit the horn? And as soon as he hit the horn, it like everyone in the store like looked around like, whoa, that thing's loud. I was like, all right, box it up. I'll take it. The new stuff is very expensive. I do agree with that. MTH Rail King. You know what's cool? Okay. I'm not trying to crap on Lionel too much here, but Rail King came out with some really rare pieces, like the Yellow Belly Hudson. They have one with PS2, I believe, or PS1. PS1 for sure. I know where I can buy one. I'm actually looking at buying one probably in like September or October if it's still there, or York is in October, so we'll see. But there's a very rare piece. It's the Yellow Belly Hudson, the CNO, and Rail King has one, and they're really nice pieces. The sounds are great. They smoke. They're very well detailed, but I think it's really, really cool. Monopoly. Yeah, an O scale. I don't know. I mean, Williams stuff is fantastic. I can't recommend Williams enough. For anyone trying to get started with scale pieces, it's either you buy. Okay, here's the thing. It's the same way in any hobby or any type of things in life. It's either you save up and buy one really, really nice piece, or you buy multiple pieces that are either pretty good or okay, or you get a really good deal once in a while, like these two engines right here, the Norfolk Southern and the Seaboard, together under $400. Like, are you serious? Like, that's pretty cool. But Williams stuff, I cannot recommend them enough because you get a nice scale locomotive for a really good price. The motors are high quality, and when you're ready to upgrade them to like Rail Sounds or TMCC, they are ready for you. The motors are fantastic. I've never, ever had a Williams train break on me. We ran the Caboose parade with that Amtrak P42. She did a phenomenal job, and so did the Baldwin Shark. Williams stuff is just great, but most of their stuff is scale. They do sell semi-scale. I've got a turbine from them that my dad bought me years ago, and it's a great runner. What can I say? It's great. I like their diesels a lot more than the steam engines, but my scale Hudson is extremely detailed and needs an upgrade. I'd love to put a Rail Sounds system in there. It'd be so cool. But yeah, Lionel, I don't want to talk too bad about Lionel, but there's a lot of problems going on right now with, in my opinion, with quality control. And I'd say for like the last 20 years, quality control has been the bane of their existence. If they fix the quality control, and I think they'd be pretty good, to be honest with you guys. MTH has problems with like electronics here and there, but for the most part, all of my fleet of MTH, I want to say there's only one engine that's finicky. It's actually the Baldwin that we ran. It needs a quick power boost for it to lock into to drive there. I think that's the only one. The Conrail E33 runs long hood forward. For some reason, the switch doesn't work. I probably have to clean the switch, but it runs long hood forward on startup. Not a problem. I just flip her around. I know the charging circuit on this Norfolk Southern, according to the technician I took it to, it's dead, but it seems to be working perfectly fine. The Seaboard's flawless. She's got no problems at all. My Western Maryland GP9, zero problems at all. The Penn Central, I just bought the Penn Central Alco. It's 10:30 now. I'm not going to run anything else. But the Penn Central Alco runs like a brand new Protosound engine. You fire it up, does the startup, and as soon as you switch the throttle back, she is gone. I love it. So I cannot complain. And my Protosound 1 K4 is an excellent piece as well. Yeah, no problem, Dell. Yeah, no worries. You know, all the brands have things here and there, and it's what you like, honestly, and it's what, if you want to buy Lionel stuff, you buy Lionel. If you want to buy Williams or MTH, go do it. I mean, it's always a gamble on used trains, but for the most part, things should work. You can easily fix the older stuff. Anytime someone says, hey, it doesn't work and it's old, you can fix it. The newer stuff, it's mostly plug and play with circuit cards if you can find circuit cards. A lot of my friends, they convert stuff that, you know, they'll have an MTH engine. If it fries, they tear it all out and they put in electric railroad company boards. So it runs off TMCC. So you can use this dinosaur remote right here to run your layout. And that's what they do. So there's always a way around it. As long as the motors are good, you're set. It can be a Pullmore motor. It can be, you know, a little DC cam motor. You're set, you know. Got new auto carrier from Lionel. Never ran. Knuckle couplers don't work. Little tab. You know what? Knight's right. So I have that sound car, Penn Central sound car. You guys haven't seen that run in a while. Well, I dropped it while putting it on my shelf. It dropped like this high off the ground, like 2 inches. The truck broke off. And I was like, all right, let me fix this thing. And then the coupler, the little coupler tab broke off. And I'm ready to glue the coupler shut and just say the heck with it. Like the Seaboard engine. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's a full scale. It's probably close to 15, 16 years old. But she runs great. Like the trains with the Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth is cool. I don't have anything with Bluetooth. I just have TMCC. I do have some PS2 engines that would technically have command control for DCS. That's a whole nother world I haven't crossed into. Old school post-war. Yeah, DB Tech, I love post-war, but I will say this. Post-war stuff, I run post-war with post-war. If you get into... Some of the post-war cars are a little heavy, and sometimes the newer stuff doesn't like that very much. You know, wears them out. But if you run post-war or like MPC with the cam or the big Pullmore motors, you'll be perfectly fine. I just don't run post-war with these plastic trains. But I will run post-war on post-war or with Williams. I'll run post-war with Williams. That stuff works fantastically well. But yeah, a lot of my stuff now, a lot of my cars I'm buying are like lightweight, full scale, Weaver cars or lightweight Lionel cars. Yeah, post-war is built to last. Yeah, the dinosaur remote is working great. Thanks to Tom right there, Tom's Trains. Thank you so much for helping me wire this. And someone did write a cheat sheet on the back of my remote, which is pretty cool. So I thought that was really, really, really cool. Start up, shut down, volume up, volume down, crew talk, tower comms, RPMs down, smoke unit on, smoke unit off, reset. Boom. Hey, Strasburg Rail Fanner 89, how's it going? Made in the USA. There you go. Yeah, post-war is fantastic. I will agree with that. Got MTHC 44 9W. That's DCC ready. Trying TCS WoW sound decoder. Very cool. That'd be cool. Grab a drink of water. But guys, this week I'm going to do a review on that girls train. I think it's time to do a review on the girls train. So that'll be this week. That should get some hype. That's an excellent engine. I have the girls train Caboose. A lot of you guys might give me flack because it's like I don't have the full set of cars. It was an engine. Okay, so that set sold with a set or by the end. I think the engine sold by itself by certain dealers. So that K-Line engine, depending on where you were or where you bought it, I believe some dealers were given the engines by themselves as like a promotional hype. And this is from what I was told by a couple people. But it did come in a set. So you did get the Caboose, the covered hopper, the gondola. There's a tanker and a box car, I believe, or a flat car. All different colors, just like the Lionel one. So what I'll do to make it comparable, I will find cars in my collection that closely represent that set. But I do have the Girls Train Caboose from K-Line, which is very rare to find, like extremely rare. If you find one, it's like a golden treasure. Pick it up as soon as possible. Let's see some post. We ran post-war. It's too late to run anything right now. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit, and then I have to go to bed. I got to go to work tomorrow, guys. Who would have thought of that? Happy Valley, what's going on? Happy 4th. Hey, Rob 412, what's going on? Dropping in late, no worries. Oh, man. Greg T, there is a ton of post-war, and I think after recent events in the world, unfortunately, there is a lot of post-war available due to just tragic events. That's the best thing I can explain. I don't want to get into details because I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube, but a lot of people were, gotten sick or passed. There's a lot of post-war available. You have kids my age going through their grandparents or parents' collections and finding tons and tons of post-war. I'm seeing it more and more online, on trains, at train shows, tons of post-war. And I'm at the point now, it's like I'm collecting more scale stuff, but there's a couple of post-war items I'm looking for. But the thing is, they're not like easy to find type of post-war sets. But yeah, I've got enough post-war steam engines to keep me busy for years. But I wouldn't mind getting in a couple other post-war diesels, like early post-war diesels, like the F units, like a Santa Fe F unit set would be nice. But other than that, I'm all post-warred out. Hey, Happy Valley, how's it going? Hey, Nick, just got home from watching fireworks. Still happy to see your live stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, double action tonight. So the first stream got ended because my webcam pulled out of the laptop. YouTube was like, oh, there's no hardware, and it shut the stream down instantly. So I don't know if that's like a fail-safe. I have no idea. But the live stream stopped. So it was really bad. So unfortunately, I had to reset the stream. But we're back now. We're 27 strong. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Got 18 likes. Very cool. Derail Daryl, what's going on? Rose Jewel, that's a great observation. And actually, you know what? I've been mentioning that to a lot of my train shop friends. I don't want to tick off anyone. I'm not the biggest fan of MPC. I had a bunch of bad experiences growing up with some MPC stuff my dad brought home, like really weird sets. Like there was a Wild West set that was DC. It was semi-scales, like plastic. You could break the stuff like so easily. And that's what I had as a kid. And I just did not enjoy it. at all. Everything was breaking all the time. And I think what's happening is that you have the kids that are my age getting their dad's trains. They're either moving out or moving up, and their dad's like, "Hey, here's my collection," and it's like MPC. I have MPC rolling stock. I got some MPC rolling stock. I actually have a ton of MPC rolling stock up here. The rolling stock's pretty nice. The trucks are very nice, but some of the engines, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Only poster I have is a 2065, which sits in the horseshoe curve as a tribute to that era. Very nice. Grew up with MPC. Just pop it in before sleep. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yeah, I grew up with, I've told you guys a couple times on the channel. I actually did a video on my dad's original O scale or O gauge collection, not even O scale. I grew up with 4 sets of trains. I will tell you this. Actually, I had 2 sets of trains. My dad had a late 1960s, like Sears Lionel set. It was a 242. It was all plastic. You couldn't even get to the motor to maintenance it. It had a grease wick or an oil wick that you'd have to pull out or grease the wick or oil the wick for it to go into the motor. That was it. We had that. He had 2 of those. We had the we had the freight set that came with it. It was a flat car, a Lehigh Valley gondola or a hopper. It was a hopper, a Sunoco tanker, and a Caboose. That was it. We grew up with that. And then we got a little bit older. My dad allowed me to run our 248 pre-war set. It was a locomotive and 2 cars that he painted as a kid. We went on from that. My dad let me run his 1688, which is now my favorite pre-war steam engine of all time. We ran that until it broke from my dog breaking the track or sticking his nose on the track, and the train went nose diving into the floor. That's what we grew up with. Later on, my dad and I bought a Sioux Line, I think a 1969 Sioux Line switcher. That was a hunk of junk, but we got it working, and that was my favorite diesel growing up. I think I did a review on that too. That was it. That's all I grew up with. And as I got older, my dad would buy me more sets for Christmas or birthday gifts, like my Santa Fe El Capitan, my GG1 anniversary set. That was it, pretty much. My Williams steam engine, the turbine that I got, and then also my Scale Hudson. That was it. That's all I had. Eventually, we'd add cars here and there. My dad bought a New York Central Flyer set that he still has the engine. I took the Rail Sounds tender when I moved out. Had a couple cars with it. And then later on, got some more sets here and there. And when I moved out, I thought I had a lot of trains, and then I expanded the collection. So, yeah, pretty crazy. Sorry to hear that, Nick, about the first acting funny. Jeff, I think it's a fail-safe in the technology. You pull the camera and stream ends. I don't know. Grew up with MPC, but could not afford high grade until now. There you go. It's usually how it is. You move out on your own, you get out in the world, and you buy your own trains. Things look up from there. It's awesome. Illinois Central 1970s. Very, very, very cool. Your dad's O-scale trains are not in your collection. Very few of them. I left a lot of them behind at the house. The 248 is his. That's my great-grandfather's that he bought for my grandfather to run with the family. So that's in my dad's collection. So what I did, I bought my own 248 to commemorate that that experience. That experience running trains with my dad. But yeah, I left most of it behind, other than the stuff he bought for me and the stuff that he allowed me to take And I also gave him a set because I had at one point 15 1688s. I fixed one up and I gave it to my dad as a thank you gift for helping me move out because he didn't have one that worked. And when I moved out, I took all of my working ones. Hey, Brian, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night. Happy 4th. I almost said Merry Christmas. Happy 4th of July. Grew up with MPC era, but most of my stuff, hand-me-downs. Okay. First set was near locomotives, a 4080. Nice. Yeah, I have mostly just, at this point, a lot of post-war engines here. I'll show you guys. Look at this. Some post-war engines up on top. Williams stuff, MPC diesels, Proto Sound 1 here and there. And the next shelves down, I got more diesels and all that. Mike, how's it going? Welcome. Rob 412 grew up World War II era and a little after that. ZWs were the best of the best. They started pretty good. ZWs are pretty sweet. There's that's my train. Even though I wish I could like graffiti it and like make it not say Norfolk Southern. I wish they could say like, I don't know. I wish it's such a nice engine. I don't want to do anything to it, but I wish I could put like a bumper sticker on it. Like instead of saying like Norfolk Southern underneath the NS, just put not sufficient. Or not. I wish I could. I wish it was a different acronym. I could say like not for hire. I don't know. Something honorary, as my aunt used to call me. You know. Model trains is a family hobby. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be doomed if my kids don't like trains in the future. I'm doomed. I'm gonna have this whole space to myself. I'm gonna lock the door, throw away the key. I'm gonna live up here. Five running my main lines. They're tanks. Yeah. Yeah, I've got every post-war engine that I have, I like to find the different variation of it. So my 2025s, I've got variation A and C. I've got it's two different variations. I've got the silver stack, which I think is a B. Then I've got the later 2025, which is a totally different run, Korean War era run of the train. Same with the 2026s. I've got 2026A, then 2026, if that makes sense. I got the late 40s, and then I got the early or mid 50s. That's the best way I can explain it. Favorite type of caboose? You know what? That's a good question because there's like center cupolas, offset, cupola, bay window, bobber, working cabooses. Oh, that's a great question. I would say just a classic cupola caboose with porthole windows. There we go. That's the one right there. Like this guy right here. Right here. Porthole windows right there. And the only reason I like porthole windows is because it has porthole windows. And this one, I think the door opens on this guy. Let's see. Which, I don't know how you're supposed to open up the door with all this stuff in here. I give up. You use the antenna here. Yeah, there you go. The door opens. Which is pretty nuts. Bay window cabooses. Hey, I like all of them. Trust me. I think we all like a good caboose. But the porthole window is my favorite choice right here. Shop vac and HO. Oh, HO person. Oh, no. Little host scale. Dave, what's up, brother? Hey, everyone, just popping in. Nice. We're talking about my porthole windows. Check that out. Dave was here when I bought. He was there when I bought this. That was fun. But yeah, porthole windows because they look like a submarine. I love the water. Here's another porthole caboose. Little UP. And I think my Penn Central one sitting behind me is also a porthole window, which makes it probably an ex-Pennsylvania. Yeah, here you go. Penn Central. So yeah, porthole windows. I don't know why. I think I just like how they look like a submarine or a boat. I love nautical stuff. I love the water. Explains that whole thing right there. Off center. So let me find an off center caboose. Here you go. Like that. This one's actually pretty rare. This is a Chesapeake region from MTH, full scale. And this would have been probably the Pennsylvania Railroad line that went to Ocean City way back when, or near Ocean City. I saw that it said Chesapeake region. I was like, grab it, quick. I've got a bunch of regions. I think I have like Central, Eastern region, Chesapeake region. There's another one called like Southern region or something. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, porthole windows. I just like the design. It's pretty cool. Whole caboose, yeah. Yeah, cabooses are just cool. I agree with that. We did the tour at the Reading Railroad Museum. Man, we're going late. We'll stop at 11. We'll stop right at 11. I was at the Reading Railroad Museum, and they were talking about how guys had to sleep a certain way in a caboose. So if the train would stop really hard, they would not get hurt or fly out of their bunks or break their neck. I'm like, that is so crazy. You don't think about that stuff, laying down on the rear end of a train. So you have all the cars basically with the gapping of the train. It does that. You hear a train start up, gets rid of all the little gaps. Eventually that little gap, it could be like, 5 inches or a foot with the knuckle couplers and then whatever, stretch from the coupler or whatnot. And that equals all of that at the end of the train. Then you're in the last car of the train. You're going to get slammed around like crazy. Slack action. There you go. That's the term we're looking for. Off-center cabooses. Forward or backwards? Backwards. Put that cupola in reverse. The only reason why I say that is because, whoops. Actually, no. Yeah, this one's like that too. This is a smoking caboose right here, and the stack is in front of the cupola. So if you put it like that on your train, it doesn't get a lot of air. So I usually put this side in reverse, let the smoke file out the top. I'm on the hunt for an early 1954, 55, 665, 6026W tender. Ooh, that'd be cool. Frisco cupola, ship on the Frisco. I love that. That's such a cool railroad. 412, yeah, my original 022s. Several engines, Berkshire, Sino SW2, Log Loader Act. Still running perfect. You know what? I will say this. My favorite post-war engine in my collection, out of all the steam engines, I've got, 2025s, 2026s, 736. Oh, God, what's the other one I have? The turbine. I always forget the turbine. I love them all, but I have a 624 C&O switcher, and she runs like a top. I mean, she is just fantastic. One of my favorite engines in the collection. Now, because of the rail tracks that I'm using, I think the decoupler contacts underneath are hitting the center rail, so my trains decouple on a switch. But other than that, she's fantastic. I run it all the time just by herself or with a caboose on the back, and it's just fun. Old caboose from the steam era. Nice. Yes, it's nice, and it's probably made of wood, like a wood frame or wood-sided caboose, like a wartime caboose. Which I've got a couple of those in here. Actually, this is like a really cool bay window. I haven't seen a lot of these. This is a CSX cross track safely, and then on the other side, I believe it says, yeah, here we go. So it's Operation Lifesaver, look, listen, live. And then on the other side, it says Operation 8, Operation Red Block. And I just thought this was such a really cool piece. This is Rail King right here, like early Rail King. And yep. It might actually be later Rail King, but it has a switch. It has a switch port in the bottom, so they probably were going to make this into a smoking caboose. Yeah, there's the switch blank right there. They could have made it into a smoker, but they didn't, which I thought was interesting. Just so close, but yet so far. And, that's cool. Has a bunch of details underneath. 2 horsepower. It's got like brake shoe data on the side. It's very cool. But I actually picked up that one recently. Cosmetic restoration not too long ago. Very nice. Yeah, those wood slat cabooses are not cheap to fix because they're, I believe it's all tongue and groove. So you're like your board, it's like a dado, slides into it. So the whole thing can flex and then move up and down. It's a lot of work. If you start a restoration like that, you have to finish it because all the wood slides into one another. It's crazy. Very, very cool. Chew. Cracking my back. Klein made a nice caboose. Yeah. There's a lot of different brands and things. They always have their little spin on things. Like these actually are Williams. Like this guy, and then they're very similar in nature. It's another Williams, this Penn Central. They're like basically the same. But MTH made a bunch of really nice pieces. And then Weaver, here's a Weaver caboose. You don't really see a lot of these. I put Lionel trucks on her. She's up a little high, but this is a really, really cool caboose. There you go. B&O, chassis system. And then I actually know where I can find a Western Maryland chassis to complete that whole series of predecessor railroads right there, or mergers. So I'd have a Western Maryland chassis and then a B&O chassis with the same exact paint scheme from Weaver. Yeah, definitely. And I'd love to see that. It'd be awesome. But yeah, guys, I'm actually going to call the stream. It's 10:56. I get to head to bed soon to go to work tomorrow. Before the American Civil War, had a conductor's house car. Wow, house car. Yeah, K-Line's fantastic. I've got a bunch of K-Line stuff now. I love it. Have a great night. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you, everyone. And hopefully you enjoyed your 4th of July hanging out with me. I really did enjoy it. I had a fantastic weekend hanging out with family and friends. And it was just one of the best 4th of July weekends I've had in a long while, especially with everything recent going on in the world. And it was great spending it with you guys. But thank you all so much. And for coming back to watch part 2 of the live stream. It's just been fantastic. Tomorrow I'll have the Strasburg video up either in the afternoon or the evening, so look out for that. It's just me hanging out at Strasburg with Nikki filming engine number 90. So 90 was out today. It's a fantastic adventure right there. Caught a couple cool pieces of machinery and one of the Amtraks flying through early in the morning. But yeah, guys. Fireworks and trains. There you go. Hey, fireworks, trains, and a couple of cold snacks. And that's all you need. But everyone, have a great night. Have a great week. Please stay safe. Check out for videos. It's going to be a fun week. Got a couple reviews coming out as well this week. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very hot up here, but we're going to get through it. We're going to post some cool videos, cool content. Got some other adventures coming up this month that I'm going to surprise you guys with, and we'll get through it. So until next time, everyone, happy railroading. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Until next time, everyone, happy railroading. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Stay safe. See you guys.